butter box. Somberta gave pain deep nimi sonji yante chatter tuichon. Tenda se taras nam nyamba changle lonanjer nishi ton tepa chonse chon. She mata pi nas. Zofu sonji nurse hyunchon tela pen dog munute Orgyen Rinpoche charnis chumi godi cheru kurmatan. Tamsik tsui shep tru mandrup. She sounded. Jerezena chumi godi zena chudi tandaba. Chente jerezudo kong loma matanson. Tamsik tsuyu him, tamsik la jerezudo nongchong henke tandaka trola mandrup sonju. Tande tro mandrup sejite tamsik tong gar sons, tanda tong nyamdu mandrup shi son. Te tena chu tsiki katuan shi chong tenyo rong kajala ndingo shi pa nyans langus. Here is the next one is like most times easy. Why is like? Because more like history. What it says? Once you have learned about the benefit of the positive actions, the harmfulness of the negative action had the qualities of the Buddha. And here is talking about you studied the qualities of the virtue, you understand the faults harmful of the negative actions, and also you studied the qualities of the Buddha. The merely to subscribe to those beliefs is not enough. What does it mean? That means it's like, oh yeah, they like this. They say it's like virtues has a lot of quality, non-virtues has bad, and the Buddha has qualities, but I don't know, maybe yes, maybe not. For example, these days we are saying it's like karma and the like kind of the positive and negative. I don't believe positive and the negative. Then it's some science, one science, my friend says like in this positive negative religious world. Okay, then when you are checking the particle atoms, you talking about the positive negative. What do you mean? Can you say? And they say, yeah, it's positive is like kind of the little bit good things. Okay, that is the causality. What do you mean good things? Maybe it's like for benefit for our economic benefit for our society. That's right. In the religious, they say positive things. They think that is the cause of the happiness and more benefit. Negative, and what is the negative? Negative is not that good. Poison is negative. Yes, that's right. Yes. For example, I don't know if you're killing, stealing, doing sexual misconduct. What is the negative? Because if I'm killing, I'm very happy. Even I'm killing the humans. Sometimes in the humans, they killing the humans, they're happy. The humans killing animals, very happy. Insect, very happy. And then says, that is my happiness. Is why I am says, oh yes, there is one stand. They're coming to you, and they says, we are very happy to kill you. No. And to others to take out the gun and knives, you are, astonished. Please don't kill me. Why you say like this? Because I'm very important. Okay, everybody think like this. You kill others, they suffer. They kill you, is suffer. We do not analyze. Okay, then it's from like this. Sometimes, and it's like kind of hearing the positive, negative, and they like teachers say something that I don't know. And the qualities of the Buddhas is like, yeah, maybe yes, they have, maybe not. It's absolutely merely to subscribe to those beliefs. It's not the inner. You still have to arousing the sort of certainty and faith that can truly transform your outlook. Otherwise, And like a kind of the how much 100 times you hear explanation of the virtue, but outside you kind of doing, but inside nothing faith devotion. And you talking about that there is like kind of the defects of the negative, you outside but inside really in your desires coming, you want to kill, you want to steal, you want to do sexual misconduct, definitely there's no doubt to do. And then it's like outlook, but otherwise what is the like benefits? Therefore even the perfect enlightened Buddha in the person would not be able to help use it. Really is like same as the history of the Buddha said. Songji hyena go pamathos, Songji go panyan chenya, Deva Daltla mean Chisetago. Legion said. Pokela, that legion said, that young man meshite, legion said. Tapa companion and rendoler. Not Jabore or something, Sonji jumped the Sonji road, render. That Sonji said, because Sonji said, human Cashes on a human, and this Sonji Concussion and resurrected. Tangama Koron can render Sonji road, and in Kurlomata, and the Koron going could travel, no new that. Then Tangama Shuha read the Tanala, paid to Joris or river, Kong Sonji drone goes on the Duchimbo. Did it another. Do Jerry the Sonjila Poleman in the daughter la ten, Coron Rondi, then it's Sonji Hosola, Ungonis on the new, Luponis on the new, than Jim read. I lay you Chokyi son said that. Then Harry, Taco Hakota, Raymond San Joshua on the Teningala Rofais Doris, the Legion Chungala, yet cheesy chido, then the Gully on the Chon, Tenekunki Pantos, race, change, you lady mato. Legion take it the Tandase Tani, Ko Shihari the Tanata, Legion Yama Dunk, Shondosangoson, Shotsa the Trala, Yadok your Tian Rocoso, Tikonga no Landonita, Legion Chonima Dunk Jisi Shondosak, Sonjig song. Ten Yama Dunk Jiskin, Tachun Josen the Chimato, Tichu Yadok don't run on a Hindosangs. There's Sonji, Machikia, couldn't something huge and something. Nimadang is some Amazon do to sang chokers and Nimadang Shukala, Kandajicom, the room which Matinia, the tail at any 2 days. Tender which Sonji Mujonago, the Tepayunama, Tender will ask it. Here is that even the perfect enlightened Buddha in the person would not be able to help use it. Exactly, I said in Tibet, like a kind of the Buddha's cousin brother, Devadalt. Do you remember? And he's all the time is the like jealousy to the Buddha. Whatever Buddha, during the Buddha's like together in the palace, they studied together university, they studied all the like university maths and how to say material, chemicals, all the everything, all the time competition, all the study together, Vedas, but he cannot defeat. But Buddha's all the times to be kind and to like kind of repayment is kindness, compassion. Even Buddha be enlightenment, and then is around many monks and the followers. He all the time says, fake, like a liar. Surely he's not enlightened. And then it's like it's finally he is want to close. He make fake monk, and he destroyed. Sometimes he's destroyed to split it to the Buddha's entrainer. And then he couldn't do that. Is not much like useful. And then finally he want to kill Buddha. He's waiting in the mountains, holding the big stone. And Buddha is coming down, and he that kind of sand this stone. And then is a stone didn't hit over the Buddha. And then it's something that certainly due to these rocks, he like fell in the rolling in the mountain. Like same this stone, and hit near the feet of the Buddha, blood everywhere. And Buddha said, oh, what? Legion, what happened to you? And then he understood like this, I'm very sorry. It's like that. And then Legion, why you have like this? And then after, it's like Buddha sent to Gangabo. And Gangabo, I think, and says, Gangabo, now you go to and tell to Legion, he's going to, like after 1 week after he's going to die, then he reborn in the Pritas, hunger ghost, and he need to, before die, maybe something to do. But then his Gangabo went to there, maybe Buddha said like this, and he sometimes like a liar thinks it's become truth. But most he's liar, no problem, I don't want to eat, I don't want to take any food. Why? I'm dying. And then 1 week after morning, he's a little bit kind of the thirsty. He took his spit in the mouth. I think that one. Or like kind of some drop of water he drank, it's become the poison, and then he died. And then it's before die, he's pain, and then Buddha went to there, and he's holding Buddha's feet. He said, I'm very sorry, and can you like kind of help me? Said, then I think you do not trust, you cannot like this. How I can to help? I'm all the time with you, but I cannot help. Like this, even to be the front of the Buddha, how they can do. Our mind is become very strange. Don't listen teaching and don't follow the teacher what say them. Then we become like this. It's not very good. Also, Guru Rinpoche, Orgyen Rinpoche, great of the Ondiyanas, give the following the warnings. Warnings, he's like kind of the futures. He says, do not surround yourself with the disciples who have strayed into the just talking about the teaching, but those minds have become inferior to it. Like a kind of do not to accept some as students, and like kind of the looks like exactly like Devadatta has become the monk, and he sometimes listens to the Buddha's teaching, but inside how I can to destroy his community, he's like this. But teaching doesn't go, and the Buddha during the teachings, he's kind of listen, but inside is negative. This sort of, and that is we call the improvers to it. And this kind of thing, Guru Rinpoche said, I never to accept. It's just, it's Tahu Rinpoche says, Tahu Rinpoche says, Kajigula Machik, Chu Yamashi na Chu la Nansong Tongos, Chu la Teni, Nansong Rosi Juzor, Chu Naji Hio, Jerezo the Chilam Kandandaja, Tangama Tamsik Tongar, Nipa Chembo Sana, Ron Yarban Rosi here, Chu Yamadana, Chu Yarba Hezin Rose. And Tahu Rinpoche says, if you Dharma use properly, if you use the Dharma wrong way, according to the Dharma, it's make you and the low rebirth. So, and that is the true. You can do we are follow the teachers, listen to the teachings, and many years. Then certainly we are against it, and to broken the samayas and criticize to the teacher. Why we need that? And not necessary. And then it's like this kind of we are killing, we are destroying ourselves. And like I make joke, okay? There's one history. Huma se change na muchikla ndri rufa chole. Rufa chimbo reso koni. Ta ndre mate jine ta chuanga chi zo chatis. Samsang la kada sona sitting tongo mari. Mate jine chu ndri les. Mari se ngandri mari. Jere jodo chu ngala yechi ju tepa nga jina ni nga ganken soma ngi hinkang nga gres. Nga dung ngala no pa hin soma ngi nyarwala nga gres. Ta teche me hi chodan re rendu se. Ta chu ngala tu as. Oh yes, tanala trava nyong pa chembo sechi chensan pa. Ta chu tu du ngi punde se ni ku shar se nyarwala tong le yans. Yes. Then cook chicken chabo majo, trabati nature boji, tapahio, should you zero your lama conjo somebody. Chichi tanan dundun can some teacher, I think the tabat tandaka send shamatot, hinkam lapa. Koronko combine so much intensity, mean tandle, them the shit had not combine, mishte, tanda here so. Mission tanto chassis, devajang hinkam person. And then the quorum show them dreary they were tomatia persons. Marmata the tearing ala teaching the two names reading. That tearing a troop what to add the shosio. Cooking Yarwala Tommy Maris. Corongo troop what the corongma, the coroner, Chechil say another. The coron troop what should do, yeah, that was as that. Proportionally, the Nixon Yarwan, the Coro, Yazaza in them tell my Yarway shorts. Then I would check the Carcerego, G. Ron La Tandachiman, Caro, G. Ron Chozuka, really Marcy, the Hiegazu, Kanzi on Nishimati. Dona Cherese Chanchina, Ron La Chick, Tandizu Chick, Taron Kucheris to Tepa, Magavili, Gemaglit, Zova, Tijis and Ron Rolemato, Gentic, Tandala, no Pachetali Male. Tenda Vayana Cherezo, Ron Lake, Jis and Rolemato Jis. Yantik, Tunizu, no Pazuna, Pembatona, Pentoctolima, Pena Tom Matabzi, Trabatek, Chu Judder, Kunyar and Pants on Panto, Mari, Coron Tropo Chechi Dipazuzre, Hinkan Dance and Rantelema. Techi Yantik Telema, there Jensen Telatani, Sunji Chamdendik, Choronko, Gansha Choronre, Choron Taro Compound Rotana, Chorongo Dogremat, Nick Candies and Pantas. I'm just his story. They're very funny. In Tibet, I don't know where it is, okay? Where it is, you need to research. There was one guy, he got one friend. But this friend is a spirit. And he influenced or blessed something. And both is nobody to see. They see each other. And then this human, he said, yeah, you the really ghost. And his friend's ghost said, no, you don't say like this. I'm not ghost. Yeah. But now what you did something to me is like strange, but you are completely ghost. And then the ghost said, no. You know, I'm a powerful person. Whoever respected to me, I will to send him to the Pure Land. Whoever hated to me, someone's doing the positive things, I will send direct to hell. No, that is 100% you cannot. And then there's one monk. He's all the time is make retreat and practice. Look, this doing positive things. He don't like me. I will kill to him. I will send it to hell. And then is just this person's looking. But of course, he did some sickness to this monk. And then the monk is sick and died. And before died, this monk has pain so much, and surround people say, oh, why he's practitioner. And then he died, and he direct flight or to went reborn into the Pure Land. And he after the died, his consciousness pulling down, want to send to the hell, but impossible. And then the man says, look, you cannot do nothing, you are ghosts. No, this time is my powers lost. It's okay. Look, this is my friend. We all the time is working together. There's one evil person, and he all the time doing negative things. He's my best friend. He's now going to die. I will to put in the Pure Land. Okay? And then his friend evil died, and of course one immediate died, going to hell. And he pulled up a try, but he couldn't do nothing. Friend went direct to hell. And then the human said, look, you're the completely ghost, you cannot do nothing. And why I'm to say like this, even like someone's to help to us, very difficult. We need to do like that, means it's like positive doers. Nobody cannot to put in the hell. If all the times doer of the negative things, who can to bring into the Pure Land? Impossible by God, by Buddha. Because it's like an individual, like a kind of take the responsibilities. We like kind of the influence the bad friend or something, we criticize, broke samayas, and like this. And of course, we are destroying ourselves. That is we need to concerning. Buddha, he said, your guide yourself, your protector is yourself, your liberator is yourself. Firstly, to learn things from the teacher. What is really correct, positive things? What is negative? This kind of, you have like the cognitive eyes. And then you can to put right path yourself. And all the like happy, sorrow, this kind of the responsibility ourselves. What I'm saying. Don't say Choyoship to Mando say and next verse. Do not associate with compassions, who is a companion, friend, who set limits to their samayas. And like this kind of someone's persons to broken the samayas, and this kind of I never to make the associations here. It's very funny things. In Dzogchen, there is one person's, and during the communist times, it's like a little bit become crazy things, and beat the lamas, and also it's like a kind of did funny things, and then later something changed, like, and to going to in the top of Dzogchen Valley, and then another one is like a lama. He studied in Dzogchen, and then he went to other place. He come back. And then he said, this person is living now in this valley. No, I don't want. This person's there, the water is coming. I don't want to drink. For example, someone is like broken the samayas, the teachers. Even they don't want to drink tea together. And this kind of, why it isn't do like this? There is this kind of the something. For example, sometimes they say examples. Pen a book killa, walwa nepachi, bawa nepachi, bawa jan nepazo se. Tamsik tongar sons tanda chilla, chigi lama tong trava soma tanda, nola tamsik gar sons tinola, cherizo tamsik gar mep nola tse yong, cha nyang tong chi zugano, yemba soma la, tamsik la xuan xung do chin tanda. Tamsik tongar sons cha nyang do mandu, nyang do mandu. Pena huma tanda yole, cherizo Dzogchen tanda titi tamba hindum chi. Yunti Gwampala yoleran, the judges to Lamachi pay Zachkan pills. To you na yosel, Tangamayong goes, Jordina, the unimi Jews, think Chumatonse. Tamchere dolly, dancing garçons, then I would jig Lama to dancing gar, Chedu to dancing garçons, tell us something much happen. I'm just to say, it's like sometimes really, if like a broken samayas, and to like kind of the disrespect to the Dharma, disrespect to the like a kind of the, how do you say? Now we are talking about the teachers. If you is really like kind of broke samaya of the teacher's body, speech, mind, and then you make the association, you like kind of to make the friends, and then it's your samaya, your practice is something damaged. This example is like this. If you have a big milk in your place, and then you like kind of small things like a sava or things you put in your milk, then this your old milk is rotten, it's not any more milk. Like this, sometimes I heard like examples. Sometimes a frog many together, and maybe all this frog is very healthy. But one sick frog is coming inside, then the sickness is spread, that all frogs destroyed. Like this is like kind of, in ancient times in Tibet, is sometimes if someone is broken samayas, completely against the teachers, they own like separate something. Then these teachers really is like a surround students. They never make associations like this. Therefore, Tantsik Choyship here is associate with companion who is limited their own samayas. They not choose tsik don shi jong, then you wrong jella, ndingo shipa nyans langus. Even if you are only that teacher is wrong understand one word of the teaching, you need to recognize how to mix it with your mind. Absolutely put into the practice. Lama tempo tombo lama ti koson tu jinzehula tahi tijis lab good days that temahi jigan lama la turn to kunda de chedza lama tin zepa shava chopa kandi gastaj yongu lama ti dahot de nyons langu samsala lama ko chopa la dana yon te perna chedza do tsendeng lama da chiyana chedza do shosota ko damba non shonsan ko damba soma ho ju tamsik shunon sonsa kani chi njar yon sonji un da chi yole ta tenda wala tesam yole ma do yon lama tin samsala chedza chig tofa namka do nyamde yonago jeshu telan ramanda ulerion titong kazuna anchon sal kahi tongchon sal anchon alama ketsi posejo tenda yonsagre tena purpose of the following at the teacher is the observe his thought word and deeds and the learn to do as he does. Absolutely we are imitating the teachers and the how to talk, how is the behaviors, how to practice, everything is, and to imitating like the teachers in order to bring the realizations into our like kind of. Like in the word of my perfect teacher in the beginning it says, you like kind of the to thinking about the correct, like three metaphors, I think 3 metaphors something. Like, for example, like you concern a teacher is like a doctor, the teaching is like the medicine, and they're doing these things is like in acute manner or the treatment. And like this, and then it's like otherwise we say it's like a teacher is musk deer, and the teaching is musk, and what you are listening these things, or I need to get the qualities. You don't care the samayas, you don't care anything. And then it's like, that's like maybe it's talking about that like this. And then is I'm just want to say that some teachers, for example, in myself, for example, my teacher, Rupa Rinpoche, Pema Kazon Rinpoche, that is just outerly individual liberations activities, inner bodhisattvas activities, that secretly in the kind of the Vajrayana samas, they are absolutely living Buddha. Even difficult to find, even for example, they are born in Dzogchen, they grow up Dzogchen, they practice in Dzogchen, they follows. They're like kind of their own teachers, is really living Buddha. Whatever they receive, these things uncompleted, they are like kind of the extraordinary. When you look this kind of outer activities, words, anything, everything you can to imitate. Everything you really to imitate. There's nothing strange things. Then sometimes like a kind of maybe inner lama is the best, really realize it, but outside is doing funny things. And like this, if we imitating like this, then maybe it's like the trigger is jumping very hard, and then it's a fox say, why not? I can't jump like same as the tiger. You jump, fell into the mud. Like this is some Islamists externally activity a little bit strange. If we imitate, this may be not good. And then it's like inner to look the qualities like this. Jitempo kake layon, shaba tamche lemu non konke yanse. Achire to konyen, shaba tamche lemon, not such a lobjung zogriva. Zon shute la lojon zolemato, tone lanhika, mi hije sejole mari, yara pusho patsomat yokalir, pena katsung logies and nashok maturikas lamacho, konki ngam kandachi chogo, sound jodu, te konk lama kanjorum, the jason. Tundanda chika zumbu shawaton shopa, zumbo tedala, yamochis lap, tazogazam, ngambi shawa shopa telmana, pena jitem kagala, shawa tamche, lemor, chantonglu, lemozosor, se salu, konlu soma, chik tonka chik zu dead dolret. Yan lemuno conkins, kashi tonka zosolis, the tonka zotana yolere. Pena sonji tonka zo sonji non genre son the tanda yolere. Pena chereji says salu, kesha hilu, guanju conlu, nyam salanlu, chom salu, tenet the sot soma, the yarap chereji the Hongyan, Tamba Koma Yoler, Dedo Soma Candison, Tusola Yamo, Lojonsogana, Ron Yando Manda Yamocho, Tendo. As the above goes like this, it's the world like kind of the idioms. All the actions are the only imitations. Those are the best who is imitate best. And everything is we are learning, since when we born. And then we haven't got naturally like a kind of the human qualities. And we need to learn from father, mother, and then we slowly learn. All the good things, we need to learn them. It's immediately we haven't got naturally, there's not much. And then we are imitating, which is, as I said, it's like Maturikas. He said, I want to become the good person. Which person I can to imitating? And then he couldn't find. Of course, there in Europe many, but he just found the Kangyur Rinpoche. Then he imitated. Then he's become like Kangyur Rinpoche. Like this, here is the action, only the imitating. We are imitating Bodhisattvas, and then it's intelligently, really like precisely, we are acting the same as the Bodhisattvas. We become the Bodhisattva, we become the enlightened. And therefore, all the imitatings to intelligently like this. Seva talama ti shono sonji yonten kong yo pa ronjela loni. Per na tsasa kupurni tombata veshi gupa yennos. Tati chiri jidal lama tok shono sonsis. Shoy yonten kandi, no kandi yonten, son la kandi yonten go. Shono son son ke chiri jidal te yonten kandi yo pa ti ronk jela loni. Chiri juna per na tsasa kupurni tombata. Tsasa kupu la pan jambot yoga, the jambot the sulango, tsas non rumo kandi, you na tena no. In this way, you should let the teacher's outer, inner, and secret qualities be imprinted in you, on you, like a tsasa coming out of its mold. And like a kind of the outer, which kind of qualities, inner qualities, secret qualities. Sometimes we say, it's Lama, I am. How I can to become, sir? Some I heard people say, I don't want to imitate any. I don't want to learn. I want to nurture my own behaviors, own characteristics, own way of the thinking. Sir. If you have naturally to have very good, okay? I mean, it's like kind of the, how do you say, it's like, I have one friend in Luxembourg, I have, just to make a little bit. And this friend is coming to the teaching, and he carry one mattress, okay? Mattress and a sleep bag. And then he put in the front of the people, and mattress, and then is on the sleep put, and then he's sleeping like this. Now, Rinpoche teaches. You cannot do that. Why not? I'm a freedom. And it's when I lie down like this, then I can to listen. I can to more relax. Okay, this is you can do this. Is why not? But it's then other people say a little bit. Why you are asleep in the front of everybody? Like this kind of. A little bit not like this, and then it's like when we are imitating to our own teachers. For example, it's like myself. I haven't got any to influence them. For example, this is the really my closest teacher, my own monasteries. Oh my God, even the eating, working, Chokyi, everything's perfect. and particularly in Rupa Rinpoche, sometimes very much close. And he says, we are together, he's dancing and he's making joke. It's very much free, there's no rules. And then is sometimes people, they're like this, we are a little crazy, don't do that. Very much restricted. And like this, because the people's imitating, you should to be like to more serious, make joke, okay? In Dharamsala, this holiness best friend, what do you call the Jasmine Tutu or something? Jasmine Tutu. So there, I don't know his name, difficult, but when they are in the birthdays in the Dharamsala, they together and holiness doing like this, They say this, to take the holiness position. Are you crazy? And you are holiness. So then holiness, he like doing like this is the judgment to is correct, and the people to look like too serious, look like statues. I have like this sometimes, to teaching times and to the like people together. It looks like really enlightened, serious, smiling. It's liar, and to alone is a crazy, mad. This kind of not, but really. Some is like teachers outside, like outwardly, also is a perfect means. Individual liberation vows. They are perfect monks. Innerly, the vows of the Bodhisattvas, perfect. And secretly, the vows of the secret mantra and sama is perfect. And then it's like behaviors of the outer inner secret. And the practices point in outer inner, everything's perfect. We can imitate, we become like this. Then it's the marvelous. You next generations imitating to you, next generations to follow you, next generations imitating to you. Even the families, For example, you have children, you have your partners, you follow the teacher, you follow the teaching, listen to teaching. You totally changed, become more relaxed, more kindness, more listen to your family, and you not get the arrogant, I am boss, not same. And like this, innerly, more disturbing emotions, lesser, jealousy, anger, everything changed. More compassion, kindness, very much relevant, suitable to help to your families. How much your family is happy. Maybe they think it's like, wow, it's my family, this husband or wife or someone's become Buddhist. Oh, I'm happy. This religious is very, I heard many like this, I heard. Sometimes you follow many years, arrogant. When they need to do something, like this. And then food is in the table, right? Coming, nice. And then you eat your plate, everything put there. I need to meditate. And like this, sort of very funny. What you practice now? Oh, Dohwa Chimbo. And this kind of I'm like this, okay? And that is like you need to them. Sometimes it's outer, inner, everything is sometimes. Then like coming out of the tasa, like kind of whatever inside. One is there is inside like small stupa. You put mud, like kind of the clay, take out all inside under this clay. Like this, you like kind of the tasa of the teachers. You rely on them 10 years, maybe 20 years, maybe 5 years, shortly, but you coming out, all the tasa of the lamas, there's a drawing of outer, inner, secretly, everything is on your body, on your verb, on your mind. Then you are absolutely fantastic. Persuasion is the generally term describing the gesture of the homage and the respect. And like kind of the meaning of the first prestation, it is like the respect and the aspects, gestures, homage, like this, and also like through the prestations, how much kind of the benefit. There are the Hyonsalso Munhi, Yursus Yusula Nipa Mechon, the Jaru Kalonton Tumbo Hyok, Salu Lami Son, Ronki Go, Go Hi Yan the Hlat Chusum. Lachud something, Lachud, or Li Lavo, the Hyonsalid, Chusum, changing the Unki, Leper Mansana, Mansarpana, Sayala, Magup, Nichu, Nanger Yempi, Telajer the Tasha Tendina, Nipa Hepat only, good on Mepa, he gusos. That is the Tasha, the Lamacher Nahamo, Puyong. Imrot then Sean Mansana Chulema, Sean Mansana Keki. So Tana did the intimate Sean Tala Tashos, Tendawayana, Zona did the Sean Sal Mansali Gallerism. Sean Sarshipan. And okay, Tabishi good. And then is the presentation is the generally, okay, there is, I said it's like the respects. And there are many different ways to do presentation, and the customs very different place to the like also place, and the different place, different like kind of the country or traditions. They are a little bit different, okay. But however, in this case, and your teachers has told you how to do the. According to the word of the concord, quoting the concord of the Buddhas, how it is the Buddhas. And so, knowingly to persecute in the wrong way, whether out of the pride in the order to make it easy. Presentation is very easy, and also it's like why I need to presentation, like thinking the very arrogant or proudly, and that is the not really good one. It is an act of the disrespect and the demonstration of the contentment to your teacher, to the like kind of others. And should also be the understood that to do presentation as though paying at the tax service, no like the purpose and will only bring the wrong result. In ancient times in Tibet, it's like Tibet government leaders is coming, then you need to presentation. You need to hang in that tank, and then you need presentation. If you don't presentation, they cut your head. I make joke, okay? It's too much. Campbell and the telling circumstances don't say that Tibet is very polite. But this politicals is like this. And for example, it's in a, how do you say, it's like I was one argue, and the lamas is coming, everybody's studies. Why? It's not good. Why need? And the Tibetan lamas sitting there, presentations. Why we need it? No necessary. Our society, that is very ugly. Then I said, absolutely, you are right, but president is coming, why you are studying? And people never sitting there. And also it's like some moment you like kind of president or something, you need to do like this, And that is the same as you are president, but you happy or not happy, you need to do. And sometimes it's like respect, like humbly to take like humility. Sometimes no choice. This kind of And maybe it's like one president is your president is coming. You don't want to study. Everybody studies. You sit there. Maybe they say, hey, get out. Maybe police say, you disrespect to your president, then beated you. What do you do? So, I hated it. It's like this. And sometimes same as like this in Tibetan and ancient times. And then there's ministers coming. They need presentation. And if you don't respect that presentation, and then the inside, that is the tax, tax service. Not like really nothing kind of the respect, nothing kind of the really virtual ways. Propose that will only bring in the wrong result and not very good. And tetara mayan pa sarjan the shon saban payon chimmi tese. And there's teta mayan pa tandi mayan shon sala some jimachapa pemba yonte mumbo yola reso. Purpose presentation, on the other hand, bring immeasurable benefit, and it's like this. How it is the immeasurable benefit is talking next one. Gelong hik chum den di utaton sermin choten la chansarwa las. Gangabuti payan chum den di la shupi. Ta kong jese pento kasser. Short lanchi zarvi ronku luchi. Jotsan number onchen. Serge Sayela Matuka par der Jotsam Yopati Tonjun Kulu Yer Jasa Nyamson. Tadonti payan tar Matupa zonson. Shanti Tarjitela Kanga Panto Casero Sunji jumped in the Konruki Shalki. Carri se chanchina and Timbunta Shantasak Saj Tisail Samunimi Tugana Durkase Yosak. Ti dirt on Yambik Shant Sarchi shot Sarchin Saru Payanke. Chuji Jarvan Kulu Yer Jasa Lieutenant Lani. Chu Dojala Sopa Tanda Shet chose it. Tanizo. The pain some Mashapal, tender Lieutenant Tozi, Lieutenant Zombo Chudes, the news here so here is like how much the benefit. Once, when a monk was the presentation to a stupa containing the hair and the nail clingings of the Buddhas. And that is like, maybe, I don't know, this is I want to say is like, for example, sometimes it's in Tibet, lamas hair and also lamas like some things, clothes and some students to take. And before the lama has passed away, you never put in the statue, never put in the stupa, not good. Of course, after passed away, then you can do. For example, Buddha passed away, his relics. Relics means it's not come from the when you are cremate. It's relics of the cloth, relics of the hair, and the nail, whatever come from Buddha. And but here is like Buddha's here in the stupa. I don't know what do you say. I heard that, and some monks they do, and then they are prostrating to them. Then Ananda asked to the Buddha, what the benefit of the such an act might be. Buddha replied, say like this, oh, single prostration is not powerful that if as a result once were to become a universal empire as many times as the number of the grain of the dust beneath one's Buddhist down to the lower depth of the earth. The benefit of that act would still not be exhausted. That means it's like this person's, monk's prestations, and when he is like the touching to the 5 point, and this surrounds you counting the earth, how many earth. He's like kind of the one single kind of the presentations as a result is the benefits. Maybe he can be reborn again and again, Dharma king. Many, many, many countless lifetimes. And also there the such a kind of the benefit, and like this. And next one said, Tejan to yon do de ndo no kandi songs na chum den di ju uzu to tam ngamba na se jere to sonji chum den di danal work ronjin chi hu zal te lama hya hiu la kupata de chansa vale hongos lama la shabas lama la jere to shabad kong la tepa do chansa to jik shewo mumbo la yembala Lamada yenda yen senchen na hiwala gupa tades te onki shonchala savala super hipe onki jensen tela tene tinjebu te yonzres te mote shonsa hipa knola choron ko shojjan rombala tu andis tu dena jima chu son ji yong tu tanala jere ju chukto tam ngamba se te dana me hin rongku la hiona yomo yomare tani zo ti shojja china hiwu la yomo ji sekam. And in the sutta it says, in the kind of the one fathomable crown, how do you say, protuberance. This one's very protuberance, like kind of the Buddha's head. There's one luminous like protuberance, and on the Buddha's head, and that is how the result comes from his having respectfully prostrated before and his teachers, and like respect to the all any kind of others, specifically to prostrate to his own teachers, and coming like this. In some explanations of the prostrations, they say this: if you're this pump, don't put like deer, don't put the hairs. When you be in how do you say, be enlightenment, you're like kind of the protuberance is coming here. It's very strange, Buddha, yes? Coming here, protuberance is here, is someone's there, like, maybe you have sickness. No, it's a result of the prostate. Okay, I think it's now the time is a little bit rest, but do you have questions? Yes. Protuberance.
In teachings, when it said how students need to check the teacher, but could you example how teacher check the students if he's like nice, appropriate or not, and like how it happens? For example, students check the teacher and says that yes, very nice, I want to follow, but then is it possible that the teacher checks the student and realize that no, he's not appropriated and don't accept how it goes?
Translate. Can you repeat?
Yes. How teacher check if the students is appropriate for receiving Dharma? Because mainly it's described how student check the teacher.
The student is checking teacher, yes? Teachers to check in the students. I think you can sometimes to see easily, okay? Okay, other?
The second question, sometimes happens that after many years of following the teacher, student refuses to follow further, and then he left the Sangha and so on. And I wonder what are the reasons for that, and how to make it not happen in future, for example, like in my case and all other cases.
Man, this is happened, okay now. If we don't take care, and this is, if you take care, all the time is be together, okay? It's you need to all the time mindfulness, same as you marriage. And first time you married, you says we never make separate. We all the time is together, and yeah, like this. Then sometimes they become separate, fighting, killing. Why? That like this. If both sides to taking care, I dedicated, there's other dedicated. Now we decide all the time to each other respect. It's like this. Then it's to how to respect, and maybe you to learn to understand. For example, we only the self-centered, and only like this. That never to be together. And then it's you correct yourself. And how much I am selfish. I'm just like this. Maybe my husband, maybe my wife is like wonderful, but myself, what am I doing? Then you never separate. Both sides to correct it. And then it's like this. Same as the Lama, the teacher is like this. You connect to the between Dharma. Then you say it's like same as like that kind of that. Okay, I'm your teacher. You can be my teacher. Okay, you are my student. Then they like come together to study together. And also it's like a teacher students, not same as the marriage, okay? Teacher students at least 4 years in my monastery, okay? You go to in the university, you like programs, you have the 4 years, best student. Then you have 8 years, then 12 years. Some student 12 years, not study very well, not behaves not good, then they kick out, then they never. And also that means if you really 4 years you study very well, everything, then teachers to check the students. Everything is installed, to pull all the realization, all the everything. Then the teacher says, now you don't need to stay with me. You need to go to practice what I give you. Then it's when you go like this, then you fantastic. You don't need. And also I want sometimes, this morning I said, sometimes when we go to visit Lama or go to the center, they're different perspective, okay? Purpose. Maybe sometimes you have a vivid faith. Oh, beautiful temple. Oh, many people. Ah, nice. Yeah, it looks like kind of the holiday. I go to there. Dharma, yeah, maybe it's a little bit, not fully, but vivid. And the second, maybe you have the eager faith. And which kind of, not really Dharma, I need to get something. Or you need to get close to the teacher, or you need some private, or you need to specifically something you can't get. Then it's like she say, I can't get, no, I'm living like this. And this kind of not good. You really like kind of the correctly, okay, I'm going to this. I'm only concerned how I can to learn Dharma and like irreversible faith, okay? I chose this teacher. And you don't need to looking about the kind of the like beauty or like a kind of this thing, handsome or beauty. There's no kind of eager. Eager one is I want to receive the teaching. I want to like kind of how I can to correct, to change, receive the teaching into my heart, them, correct them. When we are follow someone's why I'm saying, just to get there is to thinking something. And also sometimes many Euro gossip things. I'm just to say, so some is like husbands go to there in order to get girlfriend. And the wife is going to in the Dharma centers in order to get the boyfriend. Sometimes this sort of the purpose you go to there. Or maybe you want to be close to inner teachers. You can't get, not really this, I don't want to stay there. Sir. Then they're leaving, then they criticize. We don't need to do that, okay, love? In the futures, we need to take serious go to there, serious teaching, and seriously, if you practice serious, authentically Dharma, the Lamas to check in these students, really, then Lama should to place it. That is that you reach inner close. The teachers never, ever, ever like outside like this. And then that is the place. You show in your body, you show in your richness, you show in your power. Then you want to be closer. The teacher is Then teachers accept, and then it's the relationship is finally disaster things happen.
Thank you.
Yes?
Rinpoche, a small question to clarify about Guru Rinpoche posture. Like in the text said it is a rose posture, and I always thinking that he's sitting is cross-legged, like in the many pictures when he's have the Vajra at the heart, he's sitting like cross. And you show that.
Now it's your listened. The Guru Rinpoche is when he born in a lake, okay? That posture is like normal, like this. I mean, before showing. And also this hat is a Pema Kambu. And then is after he's left from the king, is a blank king. And then he went to the 8 channel granters. And his like the position is like this, and his wearing hat is Shabnyesh. Okay? And then he is like kind of the burned by the Saho Jarvos, and then he is sitting on the leg and then offered Saho kings, and this one is like a king posture. Yesterday Matthew is showing in the look at the Rinzendubas position. That is you call the Saho king's posture.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. And the others? Yes. Yes, now.
Just a quick question about the prostrations during Limbo. Maybe you said it yesterday, but I maybe didn't listen correctly. Is there a difference in the importance of doing prostrations during the 7th Ranyak prayer or the refuge prayer?
Your questions different or the same?
Like, is there a difference in the importance or the effect of doing prostrations during the refuge prayer?
No, yesterday the explanation, as far as I understand your question, okay? When you do purposely to prostration, combine the 7-line pray, the 7-line offerings of the branches, okay? And if you need to quickly to do the 500,000 to accumulate, then someone's like one prostration with refuge pray, or it's like a bodhicitta, okay? But best you accumulate 100,000 prostration with 7 branches. Okay? Yes, other?
I have a question, Mr. Chair. A question about Guru Rinpoche's robes, like clothes. Because yesterday you explained that he has monk clothes, and then Kempo told that actually there are 2 monk clothes, and one of them is like more like orange, another one like red one. Probably this is his right hand. We can see like red sleeve on the right hand. Probably this is the second one close, yes? But I wanted to clarify this, and also I have the second question. You mentioned that also he has this white pyjama. But what's the meaning of this clothes, this white pyjama? What is this? Because it's not monk, not tantric, but which kind of symbolic? Thank you very much.
I think it's in Campbell's explanations corrected. In a pyjama, not, I'm just to say, it's like, for example, if I'm saying this is pyjama, it's not pyjama. And it looks like in a white cloth, I said it's a way of the talking pyjama. That is the symbolic of the secret Mantrayana's vows. Okay? Yes, other question? Yes.
Hi, Rinpoche.
Yeah.
I had a question. At the end of the 7-line prayer, the text says that the lotus light, glorious copper mountain, come into reality and dissolve into Samaya deities and palace that you have visualized becoming one with them like water poured into water.
Yes.
Could you explain this visualization or dissolution?
But that is maybe you listened properly at the beginning.
So my question is, this visualization, is it changed once we start the offering of the seven branches?
No, because before you doing this invocation, supplicate is the 7-line prayer of the Guru Rinpoche, okay? And that is like you visualize on the front of okay, this one. You created, okay? You visualize. In the Guru Yoga beginning, you recite the mantra, and this is Guru Yoga's trees. You created like this. In the middle is Guru Rinpoche, your teacher. Aspect is Guru Rinpoche. All the 8 Vijayadharas, all the lineage lamas, and Yadam, everything. This is yourself. Yimka Deshin Janma, okay? Now you are doing this, everything you in the front, on your both, is like here is the both. You visualize that, and then you doing the invocation, and the invocations you invited from the real, in the ultimate, in the Kapurkul Sondok Pari, and Guru Rinpoche and all the deities, and that is like kind of the consecration. And then it's like they're coming and you're choosing your invocations. Then the end to come to dissolve means all these deities dissolved like a kind of the example is a snow, like falling into the hot stone, like melted into the. Then it's become the reality, and the blessed. This become the like kind of as yourself is also the Yamkar Deshin Jammo. The teachers really like Guru Rinpoche is a reality. Is yesterday is I said it's very funny things. When you are first times to enter into your mother's womb, and there is like first times parents like kind of see it, enjoy it together, and that time is not mixed your body and your this consciousness, and then one moment is consciousness how it is. One moment they enter into this cell, and then it's your like the how do you say it? Robin is your body, mind is become alive reality. This is a little similarity. Therefore, we all the time first generate visualizations, and then make consecration invocated, and in is like the natural space, and to invite it to be like kind of blessed. We say, okay, look.
So this to dissolve is not a dissolution of that.
Not dissolution.
More strong.
Not dissolution, dissolved. Merged. Okay?
And to follow up, once we have that visualization and we start the 7 branches, there is said that you yourself become then 1,000 innumerable bodies.
But yesterday you are missing something? We already studied a lot.
Yeah, but in that case, when we are doing these 100,000 bodies like our own, we have the appearance of Vajra Yogini.
Yes.
In the prostration part.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And other questions?
Following the question of Robin, so when we invoke deities from real angelic polarity, we also visualize kind of real angelic polarity and they are coming, or it's just kind of understanding that we are inviting them?
For example, if you put in your garden, okay, one flower, looks like Anya. And then it's like a kind of you put fertilize everything, and then you invite it, invoke it, sun, then sun is coming, sun dissolved into the flower, yes? The sun the dissolved or sun's energy is dissolved?
Sun's energy.
Then is the flower is become reality. Yes.
Yes.
Similarity.
But I mean, there is sun. I see sun, and there is flower. So it's kind of.
This Sondopari, maybe there Sondopari. It's whatever we exactly visualize, same as also Sondopari.
So I don't need to visualize the second.
No, not too much. Other question? Yes.
In continuation to Robin's question, I also once asked this question and I understood a little bit different about when we already visualize ourselves as
Vajrayogini.
Yogini and then with the frustrations.
Yes.
How I understood explanation that visualization of Vajrayogini is single.
With a Dhamma, with a knife and
But I'm frustrating with this body.
Dhamma is twisted. It's broken. Okay?
So for me also no contradiction to have visualization of Vajrayogini and then this body and the imaginable other my bodies, the same as this one.
Okay.
It's frustrating.
But I didn't receive the explanation in the word of my perfect. I cannot to see imagine. Whatever the word of my perfect teacher say, follow. It doesn't to say that you need to change your ordinary. You cannot keep the Vajrayogini. Then you can to persist. We don't receive this teaching, yes? Then you cannot follow the imagine. I do like this, then okay, there is looks Vajrayogini, Yanka. Sit there. I want to be normal person, then there is also good questions like this, okay? And some Guru Yogas, they in the generated, they says the me, myself, is like an original person. And then it's visualized the Guru Yoga. And not transformed to the Vajrayogini, okay? If we transform the Vajrayogini, then Vajrayogini is prostrating.
With Dhamma, with nine?
Surely.
I'm serious, how you say it, like I just wanted to be sure and correct. So it's like
But I cannot say that, okay? What you say, these things is maybe like this, okay? For your like kind of the prostrations, I think is Dhamma and the knife is together quite difficult, yes? Yeah, that's true, okay. Ask to Campbell. Okay, other questions? 45, May. It's lunch, right? Lunch is 1 o'clock, normal, yes? Okay. And other questions? Okay. Then Sonamdoye Tomchiji. Tumini Berdana. Shigananje Valantribaya Satan Solin Dokundovashu. Shoncho Sancho Rinpoche Nachi Pama Shijurch. Shiba Nyamba Mepa Don Kone. Wow. Kuri Rabi Korba Shinkamasa Pendon Deva Malu Shenren Zewa Danzan Jancho Ya Xia Pe Senti